Hello, 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 hello. What's going on, y'all? We're here playing some Sherlock Holmes. We were gonna play some Tex Murphy, but that shit's buggy as fuck. I got it was running, but there were filing cabinets you could see through. And there's some items that you gotta grab, but you could just see them floating in the air without having to search for them. So, I don't know how far into the game it does that, but at least in the first room it was doing that, so I'm going to look on the photos fixes. But anyway, we're going to do this. We're going to do a new game. All of our progress will be lost. What the fuck does that say? In memory of the Ukrainian Heavenly 100. Let me know if it's too loud. That's loud as shit for me. The Fate of Black Peter. You can find gameplay or interface instructions by pressing those at the same time. All right. Now, I've played this a long time ago. I don't remember shit about it. It's virtually just like the other one, but there's not one big story. It's a bunch of little cases. I don't remember if I streamed this either. I think I might have. I don't know. Don't be shooting me. Oh, we gotta invert our camera if it's not. That is my left stick. It's not moving. That's fucked up. What's going on? Yeah, but you want the y-axis inverted. That's how I roll. Let's turn the voices up, because it sounded like it was yelling and I couldn't hear shit. Music always gets me in trouble. I like ambient noise, so let's turn that shit up a little bit. Oh, I get it. Alright, I had to click on something. I'm with it now.
Holmes, will you stop that? You are utterly mad.
That's still awful quiet, isn't it? What do we need to turn up? Give me some feedback here, Selena. We're just gonna crank that. We'll turn the music up a little bit more. He's just shooting rounds and rounds off. What the fuck's wrong with this dude?
Stop, Holmes!
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed
Better
me.
fucking hope so.
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Blindfolded?
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate. Ah, Lestrade. What is it this time?
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. A gentleman by the name of
Holmes.
Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a vase collection this morning. I couldn't think of a better use for it.
You're out of your mind.
I missed 4 out of 10.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
I suppose that Watson is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black Peter.
Yeah.
Peter Carey, born in 1845 and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest Row in Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious that I would prefer you to join me down there.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Take your
Ooh,
time
prepare.
and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The Merry Men struck again.
What have they done this time?
They robbed a powder reserve.
What about that?
I'll meet you at
La la
Woodman's
la
Lee,
la la
Mr.
la la.
Holmes.
I should help Mrs.
Does that sound
Hudson
good?
here. I also have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
I shall go alone then.
X to open your casebook and check the progress. Oh. I turned it off a little bit. Ooh, we can tilt the book. That's kind of cool. Investigate the murder of Peter Carey. Suspect the crime scene at Woodsman's Lee. Select a suit to wear with your using your personal wardrobe and join the stride. All right, let's go get some clothes on. Oh, let's examine the telescope first. Oh, hello. Who's the creeper? Is it Watson or is it Sherlock?
You go along to Peter Carey's house. Mrs. Hudson and I will take care of the mess you've made here.
What kind of shit is that, Watson?
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
Can we run? Yeah, right trigger runs. There we go. Alright, let's get in here. Yeah, no shit. He's always worried about everybody else, but he can't bring his ass here on time. Granted, we are a little early. Makeup table. I don't know if we want to use a makeup table. Alright, let's pick out a suit. A morning gown. Sailor outfit? No, we're not going to sailor outfit. Unbuttoned suit? That's kind of cool. Casual suit. Black suit. Brown suit. Green suit. A gray suit. Ooh, I like that vest. Light suit. The bandit outfit. A farmer outfit. I think we're going to go with the unbuttoned suit. Oh, the unbuttoned suit's locked. Well, then let's go with... We had that nice vest. Was it the gray suit? Yeah. Give him some curls. What kind of hair do we want our Sherlock to have? Oh, those are locked anyway. Oh, the little derbies locked. All right, well, we're not gonna wear a hat. We're gonna just go with that look. I like that hair the best, actually. Do we want to pop some spectacles on? No. Oh, the facial hair, is it all locked? It's probably all locked. Alright, well in that case, can we wear any glasses? No. In that case, we're wearing our hat. Alright, cheerio. Oh, I thought it was like a cutscene because it was like showing something. Don't worry about me. Let's go, Lestrade. Where you at? Don't wait up.
Oh, what a mess! What a terror!
Woodman Lee. Let's go check out this crime scene. What does open destination mean? Go to it? Alright, no clues, no deductions. Alright, whatever that means. Oh, that's a deductions, not destination. Maybe if I could fucking read. We might go somewhere here.
Mr. Holmes,
Creepy music.
I'm over here. Come on.
Black Peter. Alright, investigate the murder. Check the crime scene. He's all the way up there. Stone pathway. Laying around stone pathway. Can I look at it or something? Footprints. There we go.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
Evidence required.
These footprints. It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Anything over here? With the pumpkin patch. Lestrade's like, what is he fucking doing? I'm running around the back of the building. What's up, homie?
Mr. Holmes?
You know what? Fun fact, I don't own a suit. I got some jackets, but I don't have a technical suit. I wish the camera would stay locked, but you definitely gotta use both.
Inspector
Sticks.
Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow
We
me
gotta
to
check out
introduce you to
the
Mr. Sherlock
ships.
Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
My condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Ooh, let's do some looking around. This is like in Black Sad. Or Black Sad used this. Alright. We already got the cameo. We're like checking every inch of her body up. It's always the hands, I bet. Yeah. Catholic Rosary. We got 3 things to look at. Gardening gloves. A crested tit. What the fuck's a crested tit? Alright. And a birdhouse. Nothing unusual.
Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. But I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
Drunk ass.
Can you please tell me what occurred on the...
Well,
Oh,
Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
When was the body found?
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock. I noticed the cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it.
Oh,
At
can't
around
look in
10
his
o'clock, I
cabin, huh?
dared to glance in through the door and... oh dear.
Did he have any visitors?
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. We lived quite an isolated life here, after his retirement.
I didn't like the way she said that.
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes, life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that?
The Will-Cup Garden? Ah, I was wrong. With no shit.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes, life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that?
Okay.
You undertook a pilgrimage
Oh, yeah,
to
okay.
the
The
Cathedral
religious
of
shit she had
Santiago
on.
de
All right, makes
Compostela
sense.
when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
Thank you, madam.
As a woman with an uneasy life to her unhappy marriage with Peter, she's a religious Catholic woman. What's up, dude?
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes. Sorry, let's go check out this body. Wait for me, Lestrade.
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin. We took care not to touch anything.
All right.
The door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin
Yesterday?
and tamper with the evidence.
Hold on. This is like old days.
Ah,
This body's been
good
sitting
thinking.
in this.
Hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to
Hello,
me that someone has
hello,
tried to
hello.
force it, Mr.
What's
Holmes.
all this then?
Let me see.
Scratches.
These scratches are fresh.
That's what Lestrade just told us. He was like, nah. Look at him. He's
Someone
gonna take a
tried
look.
to
Let me
force
look at
open the door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
Our mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
that. That's what she said. Let's take a look at this body. It's pretty
What a
gruesome.
terrible way to die.
Let's take a look around the room first. There was something there.
The tooth of a sperm whale, probably from one of Peter Carey's catches.
He said sperm. Suspicious empty space. Outline in dust.
This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book. A box or a small chest, perhaps.
Why did it say left bumper?
This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book.
You say, oh God, because I said he said sperm. There's another sperm up there. What's that rope doing?
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain. The ship's logs. Harpoons for hunting whales.
Going whaling. It's in the chest. We gotta check them boot
Peter Carey's
prints.
boots. They look to be a size 8. Old navigation instruments, nothing interesting.
Well, sure it is. You hate sperm?
The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded.
Oh.
The initials
Someone's shooting fireworks already.
PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work.
Whose wallet is this? Oh, it's tobacco. Okay.
This aroma is familiar, but to recognize it, I must construct my associations in one picture.
Rotate and move the elements to forward clear the picture. I think that's supposed to be a boat. We gotta get it lined up so it looks like a boat. Well, that's definitely not right, so let's line it up over here. Oh, I can move this shit up and down the way and shit. Oh. Like, that's got to match up right there, right? That boat. Why am I having so much fucking trouble with this? Okay, this is the bottom back of the boat. This has got to be the back of the boat. So it's... Okay, what does moving that piece of shit all the way out there do for us? Not a thing. Okay, there's something. That's not it? That's not close enough? Oh, that wasn't close enough. Hey, there it is.
This is a coarse tobacco, quite strong and very popular among sailors.
What's up with them nasty ass glasses?
Someone drank from this glass recently. Rum, a sailor's drink. It seems that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death.
With somebody. Alright, let's look at the body.
This man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong.
He's a fucking sailor.
The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense.
What's up with his clothes?
Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer.
The harpoon.
Peter Carey was impaled
Go
to
lay
the
down.
wall by a whaling
Go lay
harpoon.
down. I was even looking at the pool of blood, but...
J.H.N. are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook.
Well, who's J.H.N.?
The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
Oh, good work. We're not going to open it up? Let's see what it is.
This wooden handle is plain and solid. This blood is from the pool underneath the dead body. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed.
He brought a knife to a harpoon fight. Okay, so we took that. Why didn't we take the notebook? Okay, click on it to open it.
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
+1, huh? Peter Carey was impaled to the chest, the wall, and harpoon like a butterfly. Several unsuccessful attempts were made to break in, according to scratches around the lock. Yeah, I bet whoever was breaking in was trying to get that notebook back. That appears to be right. An ambush must be made tonight to see if the break-in tip will be repeated. Ooh, good. Oh, come on, fish. Get off the mouse.
Ha! Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
All right, new job. We got any more clues we can put together? No. No. All right. We got everything. He's green. Everything is green. Whoa, the map is not green. There's some whales for you.
Hammerfest. Dundee. It's a whaling map.
Whaling map.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes.
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky
And why is that?
because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oof, you've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha! So what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
We need to find a good place for an ambush. Perhaps behind Carey's cabin, near the window.
Come on, back here, guys.
This looks like the perfect hiding place.
It's the perfect hiding place. What about those teeth? Did those teeth mess you up? Oh, it had to continue. I didn't see that.
Shh! Did you hear that?
Ah, you're busted, motherfucker.
There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Police! Hold it right there!
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes. I'm gonna keep talking to the dudes.
All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
They left the body still
You're
there?
detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocent? And what are you doing in his cabin?
Come on, lay down.
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't.
Do you deny that you came here yesterday?
No, but yes, it's just that I couldn't.
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow,
Come on, stop
I'll see
it,
that you're
Fish.
put in
Go
front
lay
of
down.
the judge.
What? But you can't. I'm not. It's a terrible mistake.
You're
Enough.
trying to break into a crime
You
scene,
can explain
dude.
all of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard.
But
In light of recent events, it seems
No,
evident
lay down.
your
I was
coming
moving your
here was
bed.
unnecessary. All the same, I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Inspector. But please don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow morning.
Make a wall around me. Alright, I want a fudge round. What was the ship? What was this on this? Okay, JHN was on there. John Hopley Neglin.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes.
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. Can I help you?
Good morning, Constable. I would like to speak to the fellow who was arrested at Woodman's Lee last night.
Ah, the young man. He's waiting in the interrogation room. You can go straight through. His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Thank you.
Mr. Holmes?
It's the evidence room. It is the evidence room. Come on, get in the door. Gun's locked up. All right.
These are the suspect's belongings.
We had that note.
The notebook that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor. These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Evidence required. We gotta go talk to him. Oh.
And partner, 1883. To my friend, from R. Dawson. Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer.
I'm gonna go do some research.
A pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin. A handkerchief with the initials JHN.
Guess we're gonna go talk to him now.
Locked.
Mr. Holmes?
Don't say poor fish. There's nothing poor about fish. All right. Ooh, we got a lot of them. What's that? He's got a little shit mustache. Patches on his clothes. Expensive fabric. Buttons. The buttons. Oh, that button. Check his cock out. No, little dick, apparently. Alright. What's up with his fucking hands? Short sleeves. And scars. Yeah, one more. Thin neck. Looks like I could do anything.
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know... I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh, no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
You gotta tell
But
me,
I
dude.
will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan. The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
I believe him, yo.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
He's not old enough, though.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner. So,
This is
Mr.
Pops,
Nelligan,
probably.
who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
Select the correct answer.
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring
Is that his
is
dad's
mine.
jacket?
No, Mr. Nelligan. I
There we
believe
go.
that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else, most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
Damn.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Please, let me go. I'm innocent.
Alright, let's try and put some stuff together here. Okay, I thought we already did that. Break-in attempts were made in order to recover the notebook that had been lying in a pool of victims' blood. This proves the guilt of the person who made these attempts. I don't think so. Peter Carey was armed with his knife, but he did not have time to use it. The murderer acted quickly and instinctively. Alright. Experiment required. We need to find out whether an unskilled and untrained man could use a harpoon well enough to kill by fully piercing a body. That sounds fun.
I need to stage a reconstruction. I'm sure that Watson would be happy to oblige.
Oh, can we just travel there? Go talk to Watson. Alright, those three things don't seem to match. Oh, let's smoke 'em with Sherlock.
A map of London and the surrounding area. It could be useful.
He said something about his archives. Dawson, 1883. That wouldn't be under chemistry. Dawson and Neglin are bankrupt. The Dawson and Neglin Investment Fund, a regional banking institution based in Cornwall, has declared bankruptcy as a result of heavy losses in its loan portfolio and has accordingly been assigned for liquidation. It was the 23rd largest bank in Britain, and its bankruptcy was second largest on record. The liquidation of the company is a pure catastrophe for many Cornwall families. Joshua Neglin, one of the bankers, has since mysteriously disappeared. He was last seen aboard his yacht, preparing for departure to Norway. Neglin is both wanted by the police and his creditors.
Here it is. Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him.
First things first. Harpoon.
A spot of whaling, Watson. Would you care to take part?
Are you serious?
No, but we do need to clarify
Fish,
what
go
happened
away.
on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment, then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife, Watson. Why was it on the floor?
Peter Carey attempted to defend himself?
It is possible, but if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Tell me, my friend, what is the animal closest to man, morphologically, I mean?
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs' throats?
No.
Kind of.
Thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
Wonderful.
Watson, let us pay a visit to our butcher friend in Whitechapel. We require the carcass of a well-fed pig.
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should do quite nicely.
Let's go
I
to the
need to
Whitechapel
take a
Butcher.
harpoon with me.
Okay, well, let's go get the harpoon then. I figured we'd bring the pig back to the house. I mean, we were firing guns out and shit. Anything new? No. Where are we going to put this harpoon?
That should do it. Now I am ready.
Now I'm ready for my experiment. What are we doing here? We're just going to be throwing throwing shit at the fucking... Let's talk to Watson.
Well, here we are in the preparation room. I can't say that I like the smell of it much. What do you intend to do?
To indulge myself in a little experiment. The challenge of lancing a pig's carcass with a heavy harpoon.
A little experiment?
Stand aside, Watson. This might be dangerous. I am not well practiced in this exercise. Yet.
You hear a fly just go
Holmes,
by?
you should aim for the mark in order to perform the most reliable test. Holmes, you should try to aim better and throw as hard as you can.
Let's get it right there. That's pretty damn close. For my second throw ever? With a harpoon?
This is the best possible result that I could get. Do you see, Watson? Throwing a harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well, yes. Let us leave now.
All right. But before we go, I suppose I'll have to pay for all these carcasses you've happily mangled.
Very well, but please hurry.
Of course.
Watson gets stuck with the bill. Okay, strength requirement, pin to the wall. Feat of strength. It requires a much greater strength than that of a man to pierce a man's chest with a harpoon all the way through to the wall. A degree of skill would most likely be necessary. 2 men in cooperation might achieve the same result. There's a remote possibility that an unskilled, untrained man could manage to pin Peter Carter to the wall. Yeah, I don't think so. Let's go with feat of strength. I don't really know where we're going. Let's go talk to his wife. That's the only thing I can think of right now. That or go talk to Neglin. Oh, we gotta go talk to Neglin again. Okay. While we're here, we'll talk to the wife again. We did not search over here, though, did we? Some roosters going off. Got anything new for us? Oh, yeah. The
Is this
tobacco.
your husband's tobacco pouch?
I'm not sure. It might be, but he hadn't smoked in a very long time.
Your husband's private papers. Do you know where they are?
There was a small tin box, barely larger than a book. He kept his papers there. It should be somewhere in his cabin.
And there's the box that's missing.
Thank you, madam.
All right, let's go talk to little Neglin. See if he can give us somebody or something.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Holmes?
Locked.
Lestrade's never in his fucking office. Alright, dude. Spill it.
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes. Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am
Who's my
aware
father?
that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure.
Bet.
Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Maybe he's
Thank
the
you
killer.
for the story, Mr. Nelligan.
Well, what does he have to
At
do with Black
last,
Peter?
we are making some progress. Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
All right, ship's logs. This fast travel is pretty sweet. Although the loading screens kind of suck. Have they cleaned the body up yet? Hey, finally, anything behind it? Alright, where are the ship's logs? They were over here.
1883. That's the one I need. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn.
There we got Peter Carey, Allison, Joy Lancaster, Lan Walker, Fowler, Tinsley, Granger, Talbot, Seth and Roger Fowler.
This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. This, log notes for June. Nothing unusual.
So the whaling ship.
Log notes for June. Log notes for July. Nothing special.
York got sick, saw a whale tail.
Log notes for August. These pages have been torn away.
Rather squirrely wind through the day, night.
Log notes for August. These pages have been torn away.
What is this?
Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR, a torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require
did we see that
speaking with a
CPR?
dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
Find the crew. So how the fuck are we gonna find the crew? Maybe she knows somebody. Let's go tramp right through her lilies. Was there something on the table?
Who could do such a thing?
Dr. Watson, maybe. Oh! Oh, my back is
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they are still working at the harbor.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard,
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
and who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang?
Wiggins.
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
Oh, I didn't see Toby.
Watson, I need Wiggins. Is he anywhere nearby?
He's right across the street. You can give him a sign from the window.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire.
Call Wiggins. Wiggins, please come here.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
So no, he
Sailors?
can't read.
Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
Hookers and booze. That's what he
Sorry
just
to
said.
trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
Why didn't he ring us? Do we even have a phone? Alright, investigate the murder. John Neglin seems not to be the usual thief. What is his role in all that? Lestrade must have some new facts. Scotland Yard it is. Smoke it, baby. All right, Selena, you have a good night. Have a good week.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always, what happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Who's this guy?
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes, he refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Ah, yes, and one more thing. The
Where's this
constable
guy? He was
told
just
me
creeping around?
that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
I doubt it.
Breathtaking.
I doubt it. He had
These
some
are the
boots on him.
suspect's belongings. Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9.5.
We gotta go check those
Stains
footprints
are
out again.
fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals. A pen. Nothing unusual about it.
You sure about that?
These are the suspect's belongings.
Nothing in the bag. There's something's gotta be up with that pen. Alright, what are we gonna do next? Interrogate him. It said something about. Let's get all the details first. see if we can't work on that in our lab table. Horse and buggy everywhere would just suck.
I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction. First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the 3rd one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
All of them got to be used. Okay, so it's got to go blue. Where do we put it? Is it blue, blue, green? Oh, shit. We got 2 orange and 2 colorless.
First condition,
Yeah,
all 7.
wait,
Second
listen to you. I just
condition,
wanna look at
third
it.
condition.
One, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and then 6, 7. Did say I just screwed it up. Okay, reset it. Hey, Nibbler! What's going on, dude? Alright, whenever we use an orange, we have to use a clear. That's 2. Why do I always gotta make shit harder than what it really needs to be? Let's drop the green in first. No, I think I might got it. No, don't exit anyway. Put it back. Put it back. Put it back. All right. So if we go blue. And then we're going to put 2 in and then an orange. So it's at a green. Let's do another blue. And then we'll do an orange. And then we'll do a clear. If my math is right, we got to put an orange in. And then a clear.
Done. Now I can proceed further.
Got it, fish.
Let us see if the content of this letter sheds a little light upon the mystery.
Scrub-a-dub-dub-dub-dub-dub. Long strokes. Wax on, wax off. All right, Nibbler, here's the lowdown on this case.
I did as you asked and hid them well. Interesting. How would Hurtley react to this?
Begin to reconsider. I remember our vows. Okay. Now let's go see him. All right, so yeah, lowdown. We got the Black Peter. Got a harpoon through the chest, and he was stuck to the wall. And some dude named John was sneaking around trying to get a notebook back, but he says he didn't kill him, and we met this guy. That's about where all we're at. So we're about to go interview our second suspect. Oh, and I'm getting hungry. I need to have a big ass bowl of cereal tonight. Hello, Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Holmes?
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Yeah.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely. And considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you. But you're not getting any more than that.
Well, we shall see.
Let's take a look at him. Anything in his nose? No. What are we looking at? His herpes blister? What are we looking at? Oh, I think I'm gonna go. Oh, look at that nasty thing. Oh, I think that's what I looked at. Okay. I got Fruity Pebbles with marshmallows. They're not called the Fruity Pebbles with marshmallows. A handkerchief with a crested tit. Plant remains. I think we found our gardener. Gardener's hands.
So tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
Boom!
I did as you asked and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
Well,
Gotcha.
you're a smart one. But it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools. It was to do with my work, see?
I will check that, Mr. Hurtley.
Think
That's
he's got
all
the
for now.
box?
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
What is he trying to hide? Alright, let's go. What do we got over here? Canadian Pacific Railway. Size 8s. Harpoons. I want to check out the footprints. Oh, I'm already tired of this shit. Now we got some boots to compare it to.
These
small.
boots don't match the footprints. These
Perfect
boots
fucking
match
fit.
the footprints exactly.
Okie dokie. Oh, we got a bunch of stuff here now. Hold on. It says tools. Ah, there it is. Liam Hartley's boots match the footprints of the woman's Lee, thus proving that he was there. Judith Carey denies he was their gardener. We didn't ask about that yet. Let's double check.
Does the name Liam Hurtley mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone by that name.
Thank you, madam. Locked.
Oh, I don't know why we can't go in there. Oh, let's take a look at the crime scene. We've checked out this shelf. We're done with his logs. We are. We took his boots out of there. Guess let's go back to Baker Street. And see if Wiggins has got something for us.
A new suspect, but this one refuses to talk. This case is more interesting than I first imagined.
Oh, wrong button. Oh, nice. It tells me which ones I've tried already, so I don't try them again. Nice. You tell him his boots match? That's all I can think of now. Shit. We're fucking stumped already. We're only an hour into this shit. An hour and a half. Gangway, Holmes coming through. We'll get that pin again.
These are the suspect's belongings. I wonder if these are connected.
Hey, there we go. Eight, 532.
Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
Okay. All right, what does this bring us? Valuable bond certificates were kept inside the stolen tin. John Nelligan could have been caught stealing the bond certificates. This might have been a motive from the murder of Peter Carey. I don't think he was strong enough. Like if we change this to Lucky Throw, I bet it says Nelligan's the killer. Yeah. That's not right, though. But we got Nelligan's motive. And we're all done with the belongings, so there is nothing with that pen. We're all gonna walk off. What the fuck? Shapes of noses.
How is the investigation going, Mr. Holmes? Do you have any idea who the murderer is yet?
That's all you got for me, Lestrade.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Yeah, we got a little bit more dirt on him.
Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, what exactly were you hoping to find inside Peter Carey's cabin?
I was trying to find some information about my father.
You wanted some bonds.
I assume you had another purpose, to retrieve the bond certificates. Am I correct?
Yes. I discovered some time ago that a few of the missing securities had reappeared on the London market. You can imagine my amazement. I spent months trying to find them, and at last I discovered that the original seller had been Captain Peter Carey. These papers, they belonged to my family, but I could not find them there.
That's all for now. Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Alright, so we cleared that dude.
Please escort...
Let's get this cocksucker. You can wear a hat whenever you want, dude.
Tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
Dude, you got arrested outside there.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey was murdered.
Murder.
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine? That doesn't make me a murderer.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
You're a motherfucking gardener.
Because you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not. How did you...
I observed your hands. They told me that you work with the earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your trousers indicate that you were mowing very recently. But the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief. A crested tit, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, you got me. Yes, I am a gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
Oh, the wife had a crested tit book.
That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads, but now I know one thing for certain. I must examine the site where the garden tools are kept at Woodman's Lee.
All right. Let's hop in our carriage. Have a smoke. Let's go bust this lady.
Madam, we have information that the valuable stolen papers are hidden amongst the garden tools here at Woodman's Lee. We need to find them.
Oh my. Our tools are kept inside the shed that's right behind me. Here is the key to open it.
Well, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, madam.
Yeah, that book has a crested tit on it. So why does she have it? And why is she saying this guy she doesn't know this dude?
Let's see what could be hidden here.
Oh, the shed floor. Wooden planks. Ill-fitting wood. Examine. We got it.
Let us see what is in this box.
Oh, yeah, I remember this. Here we go. They get much, much harder than that, though. Don't worry. Bunch of lettuce.
A bundle of letters in a woman's hand with the Carey family monogram. Hurtley and Mrs. Carey were in a relationship. That is interesting.
Liam, my dear, you've been so good to me. All the time I have known you. I cannot describe these feelings, but I suppose that they are sinful and no good can come from them. I fear what might happen. I fear going against God. I thank you for your care, but I cannot leave the man from whom I've been bound by God. It is divine will, thus my husband is a cross that I must bear. He makes my life a living hell, but bruises fade, and you must not worry for me. There it is. Oh, retrieving the notebook. The break-in attempts were made in order to recover the notebook that had been lying in a pool of victims' blood. This proves the guilt of the person who made these attempts. Neglin was looking for his father's papers inside Black Peter's cabin. That's what I think was happening. John Neglin could have been caught stealing the bond certificates. This might have been a motive for him. No. He's a victim of circumstance. Yeah, he didn't do nothing. That's not my conclusion. You always change the picture of a crime by choosing between mutually exclusive deductions. Alright, we've tried all those together. Alright. I still think that dude's innocent. I'll read the next letter in my late night DJ voice. Now let's go bust this lady.
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Mrs. Carey,
Go right to
we
the dirt.
found your letters.
My letters? I asked Liam to return them to me. I wanted to burn them.
Why did Mr. Hurtley put them inside the garden shed?
I don't know. I wanted them back, but I couldn't see him, not after what happened.
Well, here they are.
Oh, this is terrible. Terrible. Liam, how could he? After what he has done.
What?
You believe that he killed your husband?
No, I do not know. I do not know. Leave me alone, please.
Thank you, madam. I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors.
She's awful upset about it. I'm gonna go get the papers. Get the papers. Liam Hurtley loved Judith Carey so desperately that his jealousy could have provoked him into murder. Yeah, that is true. Liam Hurtley's relationship with Judith Carey gives him a motive for killing Peter. Oh, I see. If we want to make him guilty, we got to change those. Okay. But we don't want to make him guilty. Where do we want to go? We want to go see Wiggins. Alright, so he's going to get us some sailors, probably. That are on that boat. We can figure out what's going on here.
Mr. Holmes, we found the sailors from that list you gave us.
Well done, Wiggins. Let me see.
Alright, he died a week ago, so...
This is interesting. Let us review the other sailors now.
He wouldn't do
This
it.
is interesting. Let us review the other sailors now.
Patrick
This
Terrence.
man is a harpooner, and his initials are PC, the same initials that were found on the tobacco pouch. Wiggins, could you
Gotta
gather
drop
some
it like it's hot.
information on one of the sailors that you found? His name is Patrick Cairns.
Sometime later.
We found Patrick Cairns.
Good job, Wiggins. Where is he?
He lives in a small furnished dump of a room, but he's always at the Sea Witch pub, where he does arm wrestles for money and drinks.
Excellent. Here is your reward. 2 guineas.
Thank you, sir.
Deductions. What was this? If the pouch belongs to Pat Cairns, it indicates his presence at the crime scene. This still must be proven.
If I wish to speak to Cairns without alarming him, I had better dress as a sailor.
Ooh, outfit change.
This is where I keep my post.
Alright, I guess we've got nothing to read there. Alright, we're still on our new fit. Where's the sailor suit? What's a sailor hat? There we go. Ooh, look at that scruffy patchy beard. Oh, nice. There we go. Well, we might be keeping that for the
Now
rest of
I
the
can
game.
approach Cairns and see if he recognizes the pouch.
Mr. Bean. Let's go to the Sea Witch. Alright, I guess this is him. Got his ear pierced. Look at this guy.
Hello there. Are you Cairns?
What do you want?
I've heard all about the gambling on arm wrestling here. You seem like the likely sort, and I'm up for it.
I start at 10 shillings.
Suits me.
He should have pulled his mustache. Follow Patrick Kane's facial expressions to understand his moves. Push, restrain, idle. You're playing your counter strategy. Pay attention. Come on, over the top, baby. Oh, we almost got it flipped. Oh no, we were winning. Now we're losing. I got the hands mixed up. Alright, my hand's getting tired. Alright, we're gonna try that again.
That's the arm that killed 100 whales. There's
100 whales.
another 10 shillings.
Take a look at him first. He spills his shit on his turtleneck. That wasn't his hand, but whatever. He's tatted up.
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to take all your money, no problem with that.
Alright, so when he looks like he's about to take a shit is when he's pushing. No, he's shitting. Oh, come on, slam him, Sherlock. Oh, I'm not supposed to be tapping it. I'm supposed to be holding it. I think. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm moving unless I tap it. Yeah, because it's press A to push. I don't want to skip it, but my hand's getting tired. Come on. Fuck it. That's not a fucking puzzle. My fucking arm. My fucking
You were
forearm
lucky.
is hurt like I'm really
I wasn't
arming myself.
focused. Let's go again.
I quit.
Ah, I've had enough. You're too strong.
Come back
sweet.
later when you can use your arms again.
Wait a minute, we gotta beat him twice?
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to...
I just don't understand when to push, when to pull, like, right there I should restrain, or... See, nothing I'm doing is stopping him. See, I'm barely moving him. Fuck it. Slam him, Sly Stallone over the top, baby.
Well, good for you, I reckon. You're stronger than you look. Here's your 10 shillings.
I'd like to buy you a drink.
Good winner as well. That's good. Let's have a drink.
Let's have a drink, then.
You're a good type. Seems you've managed to settle down in life. You've got money, eh?
Not all that much.
Oh, well. At least you're not as poor as me.
You got no job?
Why do you say poor? You're not working?
I'm a harpooner. But you see, the whalers are rare. They don't pay much. So, as a result, I find myself arm wrestling to pay for my drink.
A harpooner. Interesting. You've had a lot of adventures, I bet.
Ah, of course. It's been a dozen years since I sailed. I've seen everything. With old Wallace, damn Black Peter, Great Roger, we sailed to the Cape of Good Hope.
Black Peter, eh?
Black Peter, you say? I've heard rumors about that one.
He was the worst of them all. He was a liar and violent too, swinging those fists of his around. He was a tyrant and not much of a captain. At least, not as good as Great Roger.
I see. Yes. I was told terrible tales about Black Peter.
But you ain't heard the worst.
Tell me, and let's have another drink.
It was in 1883 that it happened. The August
Here we
of
go,
that
platinum.
year. Peter Carey was captain of the Sea Unicorn, and I was a spare harpooner. We were coming out of the ice pack on our way home. One evening, we saw a little craft that had been blown north. There was only one man on her, and he wasn't a sailor. The crew must have thought that she'd foundered, and they made for the Norwegian coast in the dinghy. I guess they all drowned. We took the man on board.
And
I
who
bet he
was
was that kid's dad, Neglin.
I don't know. During the crossing, he and the skipper enjoyed some long talks. His baggage was just a tin box.
That's strange enough.
Aye. Even stranger was that on the second night, he disappeared. Nobody knew what happened to him. And of course, nobody could ask Black Peter about it.
You know what happened, don't you?
I do. I saw the skipper tie his heels and push him over the rail in the middle of my watch on that dark night. 2 days before we sighted the Shetland lights.
The Shetlands?
Black Peter's a murderer.
Aye. And those that know him wouldn't be surprised to hear it. But all this must stay between us. All right?
Of course.
Couple beers, this guy just likes to flap his gums.
Back in a second. I'm off to the Kazi.
I'll be here with my drink.
How do we plant it? Where's the pouch? We just gotta go to the shitter. Where's the shitter at? Plant the pouch. So how do we plant the pouch? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Here it is.
We didn't even go to the bathroom. We just got up, dropped the shit in his pocket, and sat back down. He didn't notice. He's drunk.
Have you got any tobacco? I've run out of mine.
Nah, I lost my pouch. I don't know where. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, is this your tobacco pouch?
Well, oh, it is.
Well, I have to go now. I know a captain who's planning an expedition to Cape Cod. Captain Ahab's his name. He commanded the Pequod. He might need good harpooners. I'll tell him about you.
Maybe. If you like, aye.
I'm done here. It's time to leave.
I am done here. It is time to leave. Alright. This is definitely his pouch. Karen just confirmed that the pouch belongs to him. That means he was at the scene of the murder, and thus proves he's guilty. Kieran's confirmed that the pouch belongs to him. This means that he was at the scene of the murder. Does not necessarily prove that he is the murderer. Oh, I thought I put that on there. What? Yeah, he's innocent. Alright, well, our shit's all fucked up. Let's see if we can...
Care to lose another 10 shillings?
What's all this? Liam Hurtley was flirting with Peter Carey's wife and even fell in love. It didn't go beyond affectionate but harmless letters. Liam Hurtley loved Judith Carey so desperately that his jealousy could have provoked him into committing murder. Man, I'm not really sure. Liam's Hurtley's relationship with Judith Carey gives him motive for killing Peter. Huntley's presence to Whitman's Lee on the night of the murder is explained by that affection towards Judith Carey and the fact that he worked there as a gardener. Oh, okay, yeah, so that got screwed out. Oh, and this wasn't a lucky throw. It's defeat of strength. Let's see if we missed anything. Because we don't really know why would he have been there. Karen's. To steal the shit from him? I feel like we're missing something. I don't know what the real motive is to Gardner.
You met Patrick Cairns, the harpooner. Do you believe he's the murderer?
I do. Fuck it, let's turn it in. Alright, Patrick Cairns is a cold-blooded murderer. He's been found guilty of the murdered... Absolve him. Peter Cairns killed Peter Carey, but the murder was not premeditated. It was in self-defense and an armed, irrational sailor. Which one? The drunk sailor or the gardener? He doesn't seem like it. I don't know. We've already deduced though that you gotta have a good, you gotta be good at the harpoon. Can we talk to his wife again? That's who I wanted to talk to.
Leave me alone, please.
All right. Which changes to desperate jealousy. Because they did know each other, but he didn't like him, so why would he go hang out with him, though? Man, yeah, I don't think it's going to be a lucky throw. You missed that part. Yeah, we're doing it. We're going to condemn him. Yep. Let's see what happens here. Because he was saying how he was an asshole. So why would he go over and just hang out and drink with him? That's what was a tipping point for me. The next day.
If you wouldn't mind, Mr. Holmes, could you explain it to me?
As I informed you on our way here, Patrick Cairns is the murderer of Black Peter.
Why bring me here? Wouldn't it be better if we were out looking for him?
That would be futile, as he will be with us in approximately 12 seconds.
Oh, well, if this is your idea of humour...
No, I just heard the front door. Prepare yourself.
Good day, gentlemen. A young lad gave me a note from Captain Ahab. Am I at the right address? Is he here?
Indeed, it is the correct address. But in place of your captain, may I present to you Inspector Lestrade of Scotland Yard?
That means...
It means, my friend, that you are arrested for the murder of Black Peter.
What? What? A trap? You think you can take me?
Here now. We'll have none of that.
And I say that we will.
He just knocked the fucking Lestrade out. Why do we have to do face punches? Why can't we do body blows? Come on. He beat us both up.
Did he escape?
Yes, unfortunately.
I thought you were good at boxing, Mr. Holmes. Apparently there's
Fuck.
still room for improvement, eh?
How's your jaw, Inspector?
Oh, it's fine. Mr. Holmes, all this is your fault. You should have warned me. I would have come with reinforcements.
If that had been the case, then Cairns wouldn't have come here.
Well, maybe. I'm going now, Mr. Holmes. I'll put out a
Man, I hope we
search.
get to do that
This
again.
stunt won't get far.
Let's choose another ending. Because I don't want him to get away. Duh. All right, let's condemn him. Lock in the moral choice. Let's not get our ass kicked again. All right, come on. Whip that horse.
If you wouldn't mind...
As I...
What? Oh,
Good day.
Indeed.
That means...
it means...
What?
It's a
Here
trap.
now. We'll have none of that.
And I say that we will.
All right, let's do this again. All right, there's two. There's three. Oh, they tried to whip it on me. Nice. I wasn't ready for that Y.
Are you all right? Are you able to stand?
Hey, a bruiser.
Oh, my jaw. Gore. He took me by surprise, Mr. Holmes. Otherwise, he would have seen what I'm capable of. Oh.
Yes, he was lucky.
But you got him.
It was remarkably easy. He lost his balance after he struck you.
And you practice boxing, I know. You must have hit him hard. Our fellow is knocked out.
We should call for a police cab and then take you to the hospital.
Yes, well, no need for a hospital. I would prefer to keep this between us. You know.
Of course, Inspector. The case is closed.
All right, 16 clues found. Nice. We got it right, Nibbler. Good thing I didn't listen to you. All right, let's accept the decision. You're about to finish the case. The save files of this case will be removed. Press no. Select another moral choice. Yes. Justice Seeker. The Riddle on the Rails. Well, we're going to stop right there, guys. We'll watch the cutscene. But it's cereal time! Woo! And that's what's up. Oh, I got an A. My bad.
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes.
Oh, the country.
As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is, the one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee
A
lover.
bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Mycroft.
Oh,
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We are about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help.
There are people who presently threaten both our country and the Crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need? Help? Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That is the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further...
Oh,
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
All right. Well, we'll get a job. We have no tasks. A late-night railway station, an incoming train, and an impossible riddle. Holmes and Watson's return from holiday evolves into a tale of intrigue. All right. With that note, guys, we're wrapping it up. Drop a like if you haven't already. Thumbs up if you're new. I'm out.